Grant, what did you make of today's match?
Well, the goal very disappointing. As a collective, it's poor from us really. We don't stop the cross and then we allow someone free in our box. And again, I need to watch it back on whether Matty can get a stronger hand onto it, but it ends up in the back of our net. And then after that, I mean, there's not much in the game. They're a good team, Coventry. They're in the top 6. Maybe in the top 4 now actually after that result today, and they're the benchmark that we want to try and get to. It may seem a long way off at this present time, but they're a team who stayed up in the first year, and now you can see them developing and moving up the division. But for us, we felt we did okay in the game. I think it was more of a boxing match. They attack, we attack. There was nothing really clear cut after that, but obviously we know we can't keep giving ourselves that mountain to climb, conceding first, and it's happened again today.
Richie obviously seemed to be one of the 3 midfielders who seemed to be wearing his heart on his sleeve, and then he had to come off at half time. What's the situation with him? And also, no Honeyman today. What's the...
Yeah, it's a nasty cut. Richie's got a nasty cut under his eye. Really surprised the referee hasn't seen that in the middle of the pitch. So we take Richie off at half time. George has had a sickness and diarrhoea bug for the last few days, being very, very weak. He was in today, did a light session this morning, but no injury for George. He'll be fine for Wednesday.
In terms of obviously the second half performance as well, the forwards seemed to play a little bit narrower together. Did you feel it offered anything more?
First half, second half, was there a difference in the performance? Not particularly. Like I say, I thought we weren't what we can be today. There's no point of hiding behind it. We know we can be much better than that. Obviously my analysts will tell me the stats, etc. of the game. There's nothing in the game, in everything, whether it's shots, stats, shots, possession. But ultimately we didn't take the opportunities that came our way. So look, we have to keep working, keep understanding what we're doing wrong at this present time, and trying to rectify it. That's all we can do.
Obviously a quick turnaround ahead of West Brom and away from home at the Hawthorns. How big a step up will it be on today?
Well, it's a team that's expected to probably win the division. I'm not sure how they get on today. I know they're an early kick-off, but tough game. Physical team. The manager there done a really good job at Barnsley, and he started well at West Brom. So we'll look forward to it when it comes around. But we've got to dissect today first. We've got to make sure that we analyse the game properly, and we got to understand areas of the game where we can improve, as well as trying to take some of the positives out of the game.
Sean, what's your assessment of today's game?
Look, frustrated, obviously, you know what I mean. I suppose we go out and we could see another early goal it's happened too many times now this season, really. And second half, we thought with the change of shape and stuff, we kind of built back into the game. But obviously, when you're a goal down, you're on the back foot, you know what I mean. And I thought there was just a lack of quality, really, and same old story, you know what I mean. And we have to learn quick, we have to learn on the job, because we've all worked so hard to get here, but it's even harder to stay here, you know what I mean. So things have to turn yesterday, really.
You obviously was on the bench for the first half, and then you got brought on in the second half. What did you make of the response from half time, being 1-0 behind? Obviously we didn't get the result, but was you impressed from a player's perspective in the effort to get back into the game?
Yeah, I think the change of shape helped us. They obviously had the 2 up top. We were able to get out a bit easier, and we were able to get the ball into the final third. But obviously that's just finding a bit of quality, and that's not just the strikers. It's everybody, like myself included. There's deliveries going in there the last couple of minutes, brilliant balls in, not getting on the end of it, which isn't good enough. But I think definitely second half was a bit better, because we had a go at it. You know what I mean? I think everybody could see that we did chuck everything at it, but. Look, obviously at the end of the day, it's the result that matters, and it's another loss, which obviously is really frustrating and disappointing.
From a centre-half's point of view, obviously it might be a bit daft asking an attacking question, but where do you think the goals are going to come from? What needs to potentially change to just change our fortune in that area?
They can come from anywhere, you know what I mean? Like we see last season, the amount of set play goals that we scored was, probably the best in League One. I know the quality of defenders and all is better in the Championship. It's the same principle, it's the same movement. I think, as I said, their deliveries have been spot on. I have to obviously look at myself coming on the second half, and for corners and all that kind of stuff. Can I do better? We all have to look at ourselves, and I think the strikers are getting a lot of stick at the moment. But it's a team thing. We defend as a team, we attack as a team. So look, we have to learn. We have to just, as cliche as it sounds, keep working hard, keep training hard, and that's all we can do. You know what I mean? And just have to show a bit more bravery and belief in ourselves, I think.